All right, and we're back. And surprisingly, going live on YouTube was significantly easier than I thought it would be after this amount of time, this duration. Uh, I think it's been like months and months since I was last live. I'll have to check. Uh, if I check right now, yeah, 7 months since I was last live on YouTube. But that said, uh, hardly had to change anything for the encoder and everything, despite the fact that new graphics card, new microphone, YouTube update, new keyboard. You can kind of see a little bit there. I don't want to adjust the camera too much right now, but I have something else to show. It's going to be a little bit more that's going on. It's a little new, a little fresh, a little unexpected in this game, and I'm very excited to get back into it. I have no idea how the computer's going to handle all these encodes. I'll be honest, because I currently have Twitch, YouTube, and 2 replay buffers active, and I think both Twitch and YouTube are doing 2-pass full resolution for the encoder. So that might be a little bit taxing, but hopefully the new GPU can handle it. We'll see. I am going to boot up the game, and we will give it a shot. Let's see. G is not that low on the list. Ghost. There it is. I dabbled in it a little bit yesterday on Christmas Eve. I hopped in for a moment just to make sure I got the settings right, make sure the game is working properly, and I just moved around for a sec, just get a little benchmark, see how it was performing, and we'll give it a look when we load in, but there'll be something else new and unexpected to talk about, to cover when we get there. It looks like everything's good on both streams, from what I can tell. I did notice last time I loaded in, the UI seemed a little smaller than it had before. I could be wrong about that. But I'm going to tab over to YouTube really quick so that way I can change the size of this. There we go. Because I couldn't see earlier. The stream's bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use a stream bitrate of 6,800 kilobits per second. No. No, if it's working properly, it's not going to lower it. I'm at 18,000. If I'm able to stream at 18,000, then I will. I don't know if it's going to compress it and make it look worse than it would if I just lowered the bitrate myself, so maybe I will end up lowering it later. But I thought I read in their guidelines that you could go up to 18,000 at the absolute maximum, though I don't know if it matters what my encoder is or what my resolution is. Because if I have to be at like 10,000 for 1080p, then I'll just do that. But anyhow, I'm going to click continue and see what happens. I hope it leads off of my last used save. And if it doesn't, then I might have to change, but there's good reason for that. It is off of my last save. And it's been a while since I last played myself, but you may notice here that this is probably not where I left off when I finished the main story. And that's because, yeah, we have Act 3 still to do. Kill the Khan. That's because, for anybody that had seen what happened previously or has played this game before, I wasn't quite happy with the choice that I made for my horse. And so I wanted to go back and pivot a little bit. I wanted to change and choose something else. And we'll just see what my options really are. So I don't know if I have decided upon the horse at this point in the game. I don't think I have. In fact, I can find out if I just call for it. Okay, this is the same kind of sickly one as before. That is okay. That's kind of what we wanted. Not like I wanted that, but, you know. It means that I haven't decided yet. I haven't made the new choice. So I can select that, and okay, that is where I needed to go before. It just wasn't selecting it. It wasn't showing what I was trying to hover over previously. Okay, and have I used my techniques yet? I have 8 technique points that I can spend. And not much to spend them on, I must say. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd have 2 to spare. What do we have here? Explosive shrapnel. Adds shrapnel to the black powder bomb, increasing its damage and blast radius. Smoke bomb fumes restore some of your health. Both of those do seem pretty useful. I do recall that the last time I played this, right before the end, I was doing the vanity charms, which took me over to, as it kind of shows here, it's got like the basket on top of the statue, and you'll be able to see like swords and whatnot. So I think it also leads you to haikus, if I remember correctly. And I didn't find anything that I wanted. I did not find anything that I wanted to put on for the final fight. Not that it actually ended up mattering, but so we won't have to spend as much time adventuring around before that this time around. And then we're going to continue on and play the DLC. So I do think I want both of these probably. Oh, I realize these cost more than just the 1 point. I forgot about that. So each of these does cost 1 point, and those cost 2. So if I spend 2 points here, then I'm down to 3 points left, and that's the last 3. I was planning on sparing these for the next, like, becoming part of the journey so I can unlock them early. So I might just do that, because I don't really need to pursue all of these right now. So I think that's the plan. I don't remember exactly what my build is here, so give me a little bit to just to reacquaint myself. If I remember correctly, this is all about assassinating. Additional ammo or supplies remain hidden while assassinating. Reduces detection speed by 15%. Oh, and if I do 3 more shrines, it increases the power. Reduces detection speed by 10%. Detection speed by 10%. And increases health and melee damage by a major amount. I don't remember if that actually affects stealth or not. I don't think it did. But that's my current loadout that I have going on. And if I remember correctly, I do have it set so I can choose loadouts. Yeah, through the ghost armor section. So this offers no benefits as an armor set. This is the one that I got from... Oh, I don't remember her name. It starts with an M. Lady Masako. This is the one that I got from her. This was her son's old armor set, and that's why I still wear it. It was this, I think. This is the initial color that it came in. But I really do quite like this one. This one seems crazy. Reduces all damage by a major amount, massive increase to health, taking damage grants 30% resolve. So this is just like a slightly better version of this. But I guess this is supposed to be that you can use this early on in the game, since this is the deluxe edition bonus. This was my favorite armor set for a while, through the bonuses that it gives you for the bow and arrow. I wore this one for a very long time before the Straw Hats betrayed me with Ryuzo. Scumbags. This is the one that I earned from that Tall Tale. Or the Mythic Tail, is that what it's called? I think it was called a Mythic Tail. Massive increase to health, major increase to stagger damage. Killing a staggered enemy restores 4% of health. Okay. Ah, this is the one that he gets from his old house. I think I like the tier 2 the most, actually. I don't love the helmet, I'll be honest. But I'm pretty sure I can change that. I do remember earning this one and trying my best to make a good fit for it and adjusting it. Dark Promise is kind of fire. But I do like the red vibe that I've got going on since I've already got the black Ronin attire. Although I wouldn't hate changing this one to True Seeker or to Shauna River Prowler. Or even Lethal Aristocrats pretty solid. I actually do kind of like that vibe. Because I gotta think this is the angle I'm gonna see it from. Yeah, I quite like that. And then, I do have this one unlocked already. Okay. Disguises you while out of combat, massively reducing Mongol detection speed. Reduces all damage by a major amount, major increase to health. But I hadn't charmed this one yet. And this one's the main benefit here. Run fit still looks the best, I know. But this one offers the greatest thing for the exploration, which is just the expanded, like the fog of war being cleared more quickly. It clears 30% more as you travel around. Which, from where I left off on the save, there's still quite a bit of fog of war. And if I remember correctly, there's a haiku up here at the Whaler's Coast that I wanted to do. But I don't remember if I wanted to do that before or after the final mission. Because it seemed kind of relevant to what happens in the final mission. But whatever the case, we'll head over and speak with Yuna, right? Yuna?
The Buddha brings the poor.
I would be honored to work on your blade, my lord.
Okay, so I can do my final blade upgrade, but I don't really know if I want to do that right
If
now.
your blades need work.
What am I at on my blade? 1 away from maxed. Oh, how do I bow? I forgot how to bow. Not that, okay. Like that, okay. Let me reapproach this fellow.
A swordsmith, my lord.
Good day, my lord.
There we go. I've done the right thing now. Ah, here we go. Yep. Suna.
I think he was right to do it.
First off, let me grab this. Venerable spirit, worn by warriors who have earned respect. Ah, see, that might be able to look good with Kosaku's armor. I have another headband that I haven't looked at yet. Right, the Sly Cooper headband. Yeah, I forgot this entire Sly Cooper set.
I've got some good news.
I'm remembering now there's something that I forgot about this game, which was that I can't always use Dolby Atmos. It sometimes makes the audio all crackly in OBS. So please let me know if it sounds that way. I hope it doesn't come across that way. But if it does, I can try to fix that. It'll just require me to tweak some things in OBS soon. But here we go. Time for me to pick a horse.
I can't replace what you lost. But give one of these a chance.
How do I holster my blade? Was it this key? The one above it? Yep, the one above it. Okay. Okay, how do I go about choosing it? Oh, right, I get to walk up to him. I forgot it's not like a... In my head, I was imagining like Assassin's Creed Honesty... Honesty? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you have a menu and it like hovers over each horse and you get to select it. But I think I'm gonna go with the white one. That's what I wanted to change to. I just needed to see what the vibes kind of were for the digital deluxe and everything. I don't know, it just doesn't resonate. I remember I picked this one last time because it was the closest to Kage. I'm gonna go with the white one.
What will you name this one?
See, now this is the part that I don't know. I don't know if I want to do Nobu or Sora. Kaze is not bad either. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, I did Kaze last time because it sounded the closest to Kage. And I thought like, oh yeah, the guiding wind. Like, that makes sense. You would do Kaze? Yeah, I think I'm between Kaze and Sora at this point. I gotta take a sec to think. Thinking Sora? I'm kind of down for Sora. I think different enough from Kage. It's distinct. I'm gonna do Sora.
Good choice. How will you get inside your uncle's castle?
Alright, before I fully depart, we gotta change the accessories in the horse, though. I never got to unlock this one. This is the one that I wanted before. And admittedly, it doesn't look as good on the white horse, I'll be real. This one looks alright. Stormwind still looks pretty good. I mean, it looks okay. It definitely doesn't look bad. But I'll stick with this one for now. I'm not gonna remember how to play this game whatsoever since I last played. I know it's got stances, I'm pretty sure there are 4 of them. And you have parrying, I think my button for that is E. I remember call for horse with H, call for the wind with G. And that's about all I can remember. I don't remember how to pull up my bow. I guess I'm about to figure it out though. Is there enemies right here? Is there a Discord server? I do have one. Let me see if I have the permanent link up. I don't remember if I do, or how I can copy it, I'll be honest. Invites. Okay. Where are server settings? Server settings. Invites. I think it should be like this. Discord.gg/. Bam. Forgot. I have anonymous mode on. I have to connect to my own chat. That should do. I can click on that to verify real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. I appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you. Alright, let me turn streamer mode back on now. Bam. 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 Alright, back in we go. Okay, I need to remember how to pull out my bow. Options. Mouse and keyboard. Key mapping. Okay. Focus. Oh, that's right. You can middle click to hear everything. It's like Eagle Vision almost. Dodge with V. That's what I set it to. Block with 5. That does make sense. I remember that. Heal with Z. Okay. That's good to know. Standoff X. Special ability B. Right. This is how I use my techniques. If I do B and V together, I can do the ghost whatever. Stance can be T, or I can press any of the 4 buttons. Aim with left control. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And then I can select my quick fire weapon by holding R. But I'm pretty sure I have, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll do this. I'll do a little standoff. I don't remember how they work, I'll be honest. Maybe I do remember how they work. Alright, they're all fully dead. Alright. So I think it was right click was to do like a heavy attack, left click was to do light attacks.
I won't get far, my lord.
Pretty sure
The
E
Mongols
was
hold the nearby
parry.
road. They capture anyone who passes.
Let me worry about those Mongols. I'll make sure you're safe from them.
I owe you money.
Someday we'll go for a peaceful ride.
Alright, I think I should be maxed on supplies if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, but I need flowers, that's right. I'm gonna let the bear do that work. I'm gonna hope the bear knows what it's doing and that it catches a dub. And I forget that this game doesn't work quite like Red Dead, where you have to like bond with the horse. You just start off with, like all the same features as I had with my last one. So, I mean, that's honestly a good thing. I wouldn't want to have to redo all of that, put all that effort back in. Okay, I've already liberated this place, but she indicated this one, the crossroads, to me, which I will go back and handle later. You know what? Forgot one thing. Gotta pull that back up. There we go. Nope. Dog. If I remember correctly, the dog can kind of sniff me out. But I also think that their cone of vision isn't that far. It's fairly far. Was it a bird? I thought I saw a shadow. No bird yet. Oh, wrong button. That's my fault. That's my fault. Well, we could use some combat training anyway. Okay, I was wrong. My key to parry is on my mouse. Almost forgot. And these usually have some kind of chest or something, right? Yeah. I remember getting to this part, this part of the game, and thinking the vibes had become so bad compared to chapter 2 and especially chapter 1. Because in chapter 2, it's like things are getting better. You know, people are respecting you as the ghost. They look to you as this kind of hero. And then this one, it's like, yeah, the techniques that you've learned, the enemy's using against you, and you're innocent people now, and it's kind of your fault. But the map, returning back to it after a little bit, getting some time away from it, this part of the map definitely matches the winter vibes we got going on in real life right now. What's up, Gami? How's it going? What's poppin'? That's my half bow, okay. Are there other people? Or is it just the bird? It sounds like there are other people, but I think it might just be the bird. Almost. I was close. I'm gonna let the bird do its thing, mostly because I don't think I could hit it if I tried. Good, that's good, that's good. Have you also been enjoying your holiday? I think I asked that yesterday. Pretty sure I said Merry Christmas as soon as it turned over. I just want to go for a fight. Alright. Just randomly started using the Jage like Christmas stuff. I'm glad. I'm glad that I could surprise you like that. I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep ushering in the wind instead of calling for my horse. Like some kind of idiot. I'm gonna go back for these other flowers that are growing on top of this rock somehow. I'm glad you figured it out though.
Can't kill someone.
We got some survivors. Okay, okay. I figured that might happen. The drop did not look quite as far from above as it did from down there.
Faster, Sora.
Alright, the horse does not like crossing the river. Oh right, I forgot. You gotta go across these little pockets of land. I am looking forward to when Ghost of Yotei comes to PC. I hope that it doesn't take as long as it did for this one to come out. Because what, this one was released in 2020 and then came to PC in 2024? 2023? I don't remember. But I've also so far managed to avoid too many spoilers about Ghost of Yotei. I've seen a little bit here and there, naturally, but nothing overwhelming. At the same time, I feel a little less invested in that one too, so I guess it's probably a blessing as well, as like if I do find something out that I was hoping to avoid, then whatever. But if I don't, then that game gets to be a masterpiece, hopefully, that wasn't overhyped. Which is kind of my experience with this game, was I didn't actually pay attention to much of the hype around the time that it was coming out, so getting to play it without much of an opinion going into it made it a masterpiece. Whereas something like Cyberpunk, coming out around the same time, obviously it's gotten better since, and now people regard it as a masterpiece, but I didn't really have that much of an interest in that game, because I did play it, and I had heard about all the hype, and I was like, yeah, cool, I want to experience all that. I want to have that fun. But that's not what they had available to me. At the time that I got it, at least. Okay, I got my arrows back, everything I need. The horse is right here. I do wish that I could get a black saddle now for this horse, but the blue one looks alright. Because the white saddle for Kage would have been fire. But couldn't do it, man. Game wouldn't let me have it. Okay, if I remember correctly, last time I did this, I keep saying, by the way, for context, for anybody that didn't see the previous Ghost of Tsushima stream, the reason I keep saying last time I did this is because I last played this game like 8 months ago. So, I already did this mission specifically. I have finished the campaign, which I'm very close to currently at this present moment, but I went back so I could change the horse that I selected, because I didn't like the gray horse as much as I liked the white horse. So, I wanted to do that. I wanted to change one of the haikus that I did, and then continue on from there, do the side quest, the DLCs, or the one DLC I think that is, and then, you know, that'd be the full experience. So I've done a little bit of this. It is still a first playthrough, I'm just repeating a couple missions. But I remember last time I was here, I was struggling to find a way to get into this this castle again. And I don't know, I don't think I can climb those rocks despite those gaps being there. So I guess I'm gonna struggle
Quickly,
again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to find some other way up and in. If I remember correctly, I can like swim over. I thought there was swimming involved at least. Oh, here we go. Alright. I'm going to quickly take a look at the settings. There we go. I'm hoping that will change the quality of the vocals. Because it did sound a little tinny.
Be careful, Ghost. The samurai are watching for you.
Okay, can I just make that jump? I can. Yep.
Heard Lord Shiva will give a speech outside the main keep later.
He wants to rally the men. Maybe we're finally going to march against the Khan.
Okay, if I remember, this is actually pretty difficult to sneak my way in. Like, I managed to do it without getting caught, but planning the route took a sec. And I think I followed these guys last time. Went like all the way around. So maybe I'll take the bridge this time. Sorry, I thought I just saw like a bug or something behind my my light. But it might have been one of the particle effects. The game's screwing with all of us today. Off mid, you think it was raining? It's making me think that I got stuff on my walls. Okay, turns out the easiest path is just to straight line it. Perhaps not. I think I have to cross that bridge or go under it again. Yeah, because... Oh, there's a bridge over there. Can I take that? Maybe I could swim over to that one? It might be the less interesting path to take, but... It's the one that I didn't take last time. Oh, nope. Creativity not allowed. I do think I should probably lower my sensitivity for the camera, because I feel like I'm like scanning all over the place super quickly. So I might change this to 8. It's a little better. I could probably go all the way down to 5, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm happy enough with that. Okay, I think I can do this. I'm curious what the alternative route was. If he said find a way to make sure I'm not seen. Oh, I think I heard them saying that they would, there was a shipment or something. So I probably could have snuck my way into the shipment like I did with Kinji that one time.
Who knows what we might be bringing?
I would never hurt Lord Shimura.
Me neither. That's just how things are now.
Yeah, so I bet I could have snuck into the cart and used that to get in. Okay, I think my only way in is through this window.
And I am honored to lead you in a battle against the greatest enemy. The Mongols burn town. We will deliver the Shogun's justice and send our enemies to the hell
How can I get over there? How? I forgot, is there a way I can carefully drop down? Ooh. Okay, you're gonna go inspect those sacks. And then immediately turn around? Okay. You gonna stop in front of their fire too? No. Okay.
The Mongols have poison. How do we defend against that?
Watch what you eat and drink, and don't let their arrows hit you.
We should have delivered that speech together.
Damn you, Jin.
I want the supplies. Wink. There's something else over there too. I want that too. Yoink.
A stirring speech, Lord Shima. May it carry us to victory.
It's our duty to ensure their threat never reaches the Shogun's domain.
I've heard the Khan now wields the same.
Do not speak his name in my presence.
Forgive me, my lord.
Because of him, bandits have learned to use poison to murder our people. A ghost has unleashed a hell upon this island.
He will not escape us again.
Keep a close eye on the camp. Report anything unusual.
Of course.
Maybe I should sneak around the other way.
Just watch.
Yeah, because it's me behind those guys. And you get to that ladder. I think there's a window over there too. Nobody's looking in this direction. Yoink.
The Mongols have suffered defeats at Granite Pass and Jogaku Temple. We believe the Ghost is responsible for both. What do you wish to do?
We will deal with the ghost once we defeat the Mongols.
The Shogun's orders were clear.
I'm aware of his orders. Our first Mongols and their leader.
Of course, Lord Shimura.
Oh, wow.
Khan's location.
The scouts we sent north never returned. I fear they were caught or killed.
Show me where they were searching.
I didn't realize they even mention that there are orders from the Shogun regarding the ghost. Wow. first, let me grab those and see if there's anything else over in this direction that I also want to grab. Take that. I think we're good on the rest. Maybe I can go through here. Nothing else? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that didn't shine, so I don't think I can grab that again. Or not again, but whatever that is. Oh, we got leather. Almost missed that. Those look like records, but I can't take them. It's okay. There it is. I remember that mission name. Eternal Blue Sky. Alright. Yes, if I remember correctly now. It's taking a while to pan this map now. It's time we make our final preparations to strike Goten Khan. I don't know if we'll survive, and I don't know if Lord Shima will reinforce us, but I can't turn back now. Yuna should be with the others at Jogaku Temple. I should speak with her before we end this. Kill the Khan and stop the Mongol invasion. With my new buddy. Alright, there's something that I wanted to look up. It's going to be one of the haikus up near Whaler's Coast. Because again, I've already done it. So actually, you know what? I will try to find it through my own video. Let me see if I can watch it in YouTube Studio. Bam. 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 Bada boop. Boom. You need to verify it's you. I am actively signed in. What are we talking about? What do you mean you gotta verify it's me? Whatever this is. I think I was right there. I think I just happened to click on it, like exactly. Hold up. Full screen that. White Falls Village and work my way south. So all of this is allied territory. Like I shouldn't fight. He didn't elaborate further, and yeah, it was right there. Okay. You know, I honestly thought this would be another pillar. It's a cool looking bandana though. Alright, I'll do this one while I'm here, and then I guess we'll just go back. If I remember correctly, I wanted to do this after I finished the game. Because I did it before I finished the game last time, and then I reset, planning that I'd do this afterwards next time. Reflect on strength. Falling forever. Slowly overwhelmed. The final defense. I remember why I wanted to do this afterwards. Me? Jin? Okay, final defense. Death's call is sharp and biting. The heart races at each sound. The mind recalls the teachings. See, I was thinking that. I kind of like the falling forever thing, but I didn't feel like that's something that would immediately come to mind in this situation, like after the day after he sieged the camp and killed the Khan. I'm trying to imagine what he'd be thinking about reflecting upon that moment. So I would say if that's the case, then it would be this option, even though I don't like the way these lines, like, the poem that's developing right now, that I'm selecting, I don't like as much as the ones that I have the options to create. Like, if I did Falling Forever, assuming it's the same next three, which it was in the one time that I found out you could actually restart the haiku, it'd be Falling Forever, and then either a heart races at each sound, or Death's call is sharp and biting. But in this case, I think it's either gotta be the mind recalls the teachings, or Death's call is sharp and biting. But I'm gonna go with this one. It's interesting hearing my thought process on this in the past. Looking to the end. Fight through the darkness. I yearn for guidance. See, Falling Forever would work well with all three of these. Okay, I have a vague idea, if I were to do this today, what I would do. But I think I'm going to do it again after the final mission.
Faster, Sora!
I'm gonna guess that this is no longer occupied, because if it were, it would have told me. Oh, right, and this is one of the catapults that they're using, right? The trebuchet? Was it a trebuchet or a catapult? I feel like it was a trebuchet.
Fear of you, huh? That's it, the sky!
Okay, I'm putting it back together again, I'm remembering. I remember. I remembered. Okay, where'd my horse run off to? There it is. Alright, come on, Sora.
We make a good team, don't we?
I guess I also should have considered how I feel about my current playthrough and, like, myself in this. Because I was trying to think of what would Jin name his horse. Okay, well, I gotta kill those people now, too. What would Jin name his horse after losing Kage? And choosing a white horse as an alternative. And considering that this entire time we've been following the wind, Kaze would make sense. But I, as a player, don't want to constantly be saying Kaze. Whoa, he didn't say anything. He was supposed to shout. Oh, you just whiffed. And I don't think I would have wanted to say Nobu all the time. So I think Sora works. Especially because Kage was shadow, darkness, something like that. And he said Sora, light from heaven. Bro, I'm just whiffing. Oh, I wasn't even on my own horse. Ow. Oh, he hit my shit. Alright, buddy, I'll rescue you. You can be free.
I'm still alive. Thank you, my lord. Please, take this.
Thank you. 50? Jeez. Oh, wrong button. I did not mean to do that. Well, I'll have to go get more incendiary oil, but it is what it is. I haven't seen it all over the place. I think I can buy it too. You know, I don't know if it's been too long since I last played, but I don't feel like the game looks that much better than it did when I first played it, despite the fact that I've set everything as high as it could go, unless it reset at all. No, yeah, it's all pretty high, but it doesn't look incredible. It might just be because it's 1080p, in all honesty. That might be the main thing. That, or I have something set wrong with DLSS. Which it very well could be.
Quickly, Sora!
If I remember correctly, this is one of the camps I had to clear in order to get the Mongol commander armor. I don't think I can go up there as a horse path. Feel like I'm playing Peak now. So I would have had to go quite far around the mountain in order to get up to that point otherwise. Yeah, here we go. This might be the one that the person mentioned to me. I think it is. I'm already here. Longbow? I could probably do that. So I only have 3 heavy arrows. There we go. Oh, that's not good. We did not want him to fall down there. That's kind of a problem. Oh, there's the oil. I've got a dog sniffing around for me. This guy's too focused on this pig. Okay, not the cleanest camp clearing that I've done. And I want more iron. There we go. What did I get here? A helmet. A heavier variant of the basic headgear worn by Mongol warriors. The Mongol helmet is made predominantly from iron and hardened leather. Typically fashioned from... I don't know why I jumped all the way down. Where's helmet? Typically fashioned to the shape of a rounded cone. It includes ear flaps and a lamellar neck guard for greater freedom of movement. For added warmth and comfort, fur is used in the lining and trim of the helmet. Nice. Nice. Okay. Sorry, doggy. The game is making me do this in order to succeed. I don't have it. I don't have the befriending charm yet. I think that's a DLC charm. Okay, are there more people that I have yet to clear? Oh, it's done. Yeah, I was gonna put the befriending charm on my commander armor, so that way I could just walk straight up to a dog, befriend it, and then go and attack people. But I have yet to unlock it. I thought initially it would have been related to the Inari stuff, but I hadn't got it last time. Got a lot of heavy and explosive arrows again. That's good. Oh, just a severed arm and leg right here. I wonder where they got it from. Nah, he's got all of his. Well, I think I've got everything that I was supposed to get from here. The artifacts, I mean. Alright. Some boar. I'm not worried about the boar that much. Oh, they successfully hunted a bear. Alright. You didn't have to do that to the horse. I will take the predator hides that you work so hard for, though. Alright, horsey, you can come back. It's okay. I took care of the evil men. Was that guy... That guy was alive, right? No. He was not alive. Oh my. They were poisoned. They were poisoned. Yeah, she choked. Ow. Did I just take fire damage?
That's my Sora.
Bear to my left. Don't mind me, bear. I'm running away. It's okay. Can leave me alone. We're chill. I'm just gonna ignore that. Sorry, I have something in my pop filter that's like poking me. But I can't see it. I need to get like a piece of tape or something to remove it. Oh, there it is. It's like just a thread of it or something that's sticking out. Whatever. We'll be alright.
Hiya! Let's go, Sora. Peace will not be one cheap.
What took you so long?
Okay. I am going to change my weapons from this one, which I've liked a lot, over to probably the Sakai blade. It's kind of how I'm feeling. I don't remember if I had that one on before. The Storm of Clan Sakai, that's what it's called. If I'm about to go kill the Khan, I think Jin gets to use his own sword. His father's sword. Not just this random brown one that I found. Despite how well it matches. Yeah, this one's almost perfect. The yellow is close to the yellow ropes and the boots, and as well as the mask. It's just a little bit brighter. But this one's symbolic.
Ghost's poison will be the death of me.
Alright. Sorry. I have a button on my mouse that, you know, now that I think about it, should be turning off every time I press the other button, so I don't know what the deal is there. Where is IQ? I can test it really quick. So when I press 12, the lights all turn off, and when I do that, Okay, it doesn't type 5. It doesn't input 5. So I think I'm just hitting the button too quickly. And you can see in IQ it's switching profiles. So I think what's happening is that I'm pressing 12 and hitting 5 before it turns off. Yep. So it's got a little bit of a delay. But that's how I programmed it. That's my fault. I can go about that in probably a different way that minimizes that delay. I just have to figure that out.
Nothing you can do.
Okay. Speak with your allies.
Lord Sakai.
I miss going out in my boat.
Nods don't fall on the eightfold path.
Okay. So Lady Moscow should be somewhere nearby. There's the butcher. That's probably I'd forget his name. Yeah, the arrow guy, bone arrow guy. Ishikawa.
Sakai!
Okay, that's Yuna over there. We got somebody in there.
Here to help
Oh,
us.
Kenji.
Of course they are.
Jin.
Don't know how much longer I can hold on.
There will be stories told of.
Here we are, my lord.
At least he was old. Lived a long life.
I wish I could close that door and not leave him exposed to the cold and the snow. I want to check one more thing, which is the skins that I have available for this bow. I don't know which one I prefer here. Probably Piercing Shadows. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna stick with. Longbow. Got Noble Crane. It's like the best option I've got. Blowgun and the throwables don't have any other skins. I think we're good.
Why would they let go of Canada and Tsushima? For what?
Cut down enough
Oh, supplies. Hold up. Sorry, Swordsmith. Don't mind me. Yoink.
for the main.
That's why they're in Kamiyagata. We don't care about the rest.
we are. All right. Straight into the action. I remember this a little bit.
This is for my sons!
Watch your back, Masako!
Don't let him get behind us!
More Mongols up there!
Charge them, or they'll pin us down! Kill them all!
Probably gotta be careful with the fire on the black powder. Oh, he's just gunning that guy down point blank. He's walking him down. Alright, Ishikawa, I respect it. Alright, let me make sure I get all my arrows. I'm good. I see that.
Oh, you're all safe.
Leave the battle to us.
What are we waiting for?
Fight! We fight for Lord Sakai!
For the gold!
Alright. I do want to help out a little bit up here. See if I can't take out one of those guys. Yep. don't want to leave too many people for us to fight later, you know? Might as well take care of them while I can. What are these? Smoke bombs? Okay. And the rest of that was kunai. I'm good. Could light that up. How do you switch directions again? I thought it was 5.
Hindman! Move! Bogolster! Hindman!
I think one of those guys is running away. Oh, that was a cool maneuver. Okay, I might be able to find artifacts or something in here. Might as well hit it while I'm in the area. Steel is good. Black powder bombs, nothing. Oh, that guy's looking directly at me. Yeah, how do I mouse and keyboard? Key mapping. Aim, switch camera side Q. There we go.
Oi! هناك حربة! Okay, it's here.
don't crawl under. I don't want to go under. I want the supplies that are right there. I want them. Whatever. I can't grab them. It's okay. Are there actually people down there that can shoot? No, they're coming from the... Oh. Nah, I can't see them. Okay, I don't know if they can actually see me at this angle. Alright, should be good on arrows now. Gonna be running a little low on incendiary. Oh, actually, only used one. And there it is. Okay, and I can slip through here. I got that under control. Here we go. Here's the duel. We run it back for like the third time in this game. Like, plot-wise.
Now! People of your mainland will suffer.
Alright, last time I ran this, I was able to just spam them with ghost dance damage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the same thing here. Though I am gonna make sure I use it right now.
It's not my destiny to die here.
Do a little cheap shot here. Oh, I missed. Okay.
Did you before? This
How's that still hitting me? How is that still hitting me? I'm gonna have to farm parries off of this guy. Up my resolve. That'll do for now. Alright. Didn't have to farm as hard as I thought I did. We're alright. Decent shape.
finish him off!
Ow. Oh, a headshot fucks him up. I mean, naturally. go. What? He hits me again there? Can I just parkour up here? Ooh. Is that death? No, surely, okay.
And another will come.
I guess it was. Wrong button. Happy ending, the heroes win.
And when they're gone, what happens then? I used to know what my new life would be. Now I'm not even sure who I am. And a thief.
I think she just called him a slut. Yeah. You belong to everyone? What does that mean, you know? What are you trying to say here? Alright. Well. Another gift at the altar. My light flickered again. It's been doing that for like a week now. I'm not sure the deal is with that.
4 warriors stood against the living and the dead. It's quiet here without the ghost.
Kijin's blood. Tsushima's avenging demon. Oh, right. I think I was wearing this with the other set. Yeah. Hold on now. I think I was doing this with... Where'd that? With that? Yeah. What do we think? Brutal Bandit, I think, goes kind of hard because it's just a blood-soaked thing. Definitely shows that he's violent. He's cruel. But Kijin's blood looked kind of nice. I mean, I guess I could throw on the Ronin attire. Run maybe Lethal Aristocrat. And then switch my hat to red here. Yep. And then do Kijin's blood here. That's not bad. I can get jiggy with that. How are we feeling about that? We got a vibe going? Yeah, the red? The red is kind of the vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I just like how it looks with this. It's so fire. This one I can change. Like, I'm not I'm not loyal to this one specifically. Like Twilight Strider's fire. That looks pretty good, especially with the other mask that I had going, like the all black. For the stealth look, because that's what I made it for initially, was the stealth. But I might change it later as we go on, just make it something more generic. Because you got the ghost armor for stealth at this point. So, I can change this to, I don't know, just various things. And then I wanted to make something else. I forgot what it was. There was something else that I wanted to turn into a resolve farm armor. And it might have been this one that I did. Where do I see my charms? Oh, C. Go to charms. Oh, this is like my tank. Yeah, this is my tank armor. Which I feel like is kind of meh, considering... Oh, you know what? It's got a massive increase to health, though, compared to... Oh wait, the Samurai Clan armor is even better for that, though. Major increase to melee damage. Reduces all damage by a major amount. Increase to resolve gains. Ghost weapons deal 30% more damage. Striking enemy with the ghost weapon causes the enemy to deal 50% less damage and receive 50% more damage. Okay, what are the charms here? Perfect dodge is easier to perform. 1 kunai after performing perfect dodge. Increased melee damage. 20% more damage for ghost weapons. Okay, so those I think I could afford to change into something else. I guess what I was thinking here was just I spam kunai. But what does the armor actually do? Resolve gains. Oh, but striking an enemy with a ghost weapon causes that enemy to deal half damage and receive 50% more. And they deal 30% more damage. But then you look at the upgrades, and now they deal 20% and 20%. So, it's actually a pretty good buff, from what I can tell, depending on how they apply those multipliers. Yeah, and this is just a generic, just adventuring thing. Yeah, I don't remember how I wanted to do it, but I'll pick an outfit at some point that I want to use for my resolve farm. Or my resolve, like, cycle build. But, for this one, I mean, I could do River Prowler. I think that looks alright. And then at that point, I would just do the same hat, but in blue. And then... I mean, I could do that if I really wanted to. Probably do... I was gonna say Snows of Kamiagata is pretty nice. But I actually don't like any of the masks that I've got going here. I might just do Empty Mask if I do the blue one. Okay, what do we think then? Do I do this one red with Kitchen's Blood? And then that would mean I do the next one, the Kinsei armor, blue. Nah. Just like the red here so much. Oh, I forgot that this one looks kind of good too. I might like this color even more than the others. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Shit. I don't think I want a headband for this. I do think I want a helmet. I kind of fuck with the Bowman straw hat, I'm not gonna lie. But I also kind of fucked with the Swordmaster's hat. Hold on now. Hold on now. I mean, that looks pretty good just because it matches. But that also looks pretty tranquil. It's an eggplant? Oh, the one mask that I was looking at? I like that. I'm kind of vibing with that for now. I didn't mind it in black. That all black look that I had going on was pretty good too, but I got the ghost armor now. So if I want to do something stealthy, I can do this one. I like this in the red. It's pretty clean. It's kind of fire. The wrap looks kind of visceral. There's another word that I was looking for there, but I couldn't find it. But this one's nice. It's refined.
Defeated the Mongol general. Now they have to defeat the ones who are left.
Alright, I've done this journey before. I know how it works. I'm going to fast travel my way down there. And, do that final mission. Okay. I think I'm going away in this direction. Nope, I'm going towards it. There are Mongols ahead of me. Alright, Sora, sorry you had to see that.
Good, Sora.
Or maybe glad. Play my little song. You know, I am catching little details that I'm starting to appreciate more and more. Like, earlier in the temple, when you hear him say, that he has to prioritize killing the Khan before he follows the Shogun's orders to kill Jin. He doesn't quite say at the time that he has orders to kill Jin, but after playing the game and seeing the ending, you understand those are what the orders are.
Yes. The Shogun asked me to train his warriors to fight the Mongols.
But in there, I'm gonna pause it a little bit so I don't interrupt the dialogue too much. There, we're told to go meet him where they used to spar. And knowing that they're going to duel, it makes sense that they would do that in the sparring grounds. But then Jin asks or he says he wants to tour his home because he doesn't know that he's going to be fought, that there are orders to kill him yet. And clearly, Lord Shimura is reluctant to tell him that. So he sighs and he says, "Follow me. Like, let's go give you your final goodbye before I take you to your family's graveyard, where I will kill you instead of the sparring grounds." And then obviously whatever ending he chooses, it determines how that goes. But yeah.
I will spend what years I have left ensuring they fail. A task.
Can I actually save here? Yes, I can. So I think I'm gonna have to save here on manual save 2, because this is my new branch.
I hoped we would face together as father and son. Yes, I suppose I can. not trouble yourselves, my lord.
Maybe if I turn and go the other way, it doesn't have to end this way.
Every day, more people flock to your cause. The Shogun is concerned. I am concerned. When the new clans arrive, will people bow to their samurai? Or betray them in the name of the ghost? You openly defied me, Jin. My most trusted warrior.
Oh, there's another side of this too. Fuck, I didn't consider this the last time. So I was talking about how I kind of see Lord Shimura's point that he's about to say right now. Will the new people that come in to occupy these lands, will they respect him as the Jito, or will they flock to the ghost's cause? And he's about to say that the ghost defied him in front of everybody and started a cause of his own. He planted this idea of dissent into their minds, and now that's going to destabilize their government in the future. So now what's to stop there to be rebellions and uprisings in the future, right? Which, from certain perspectives, like maybe they're morally entitled to, right? But at the same time, there's the other side of this of the shogun is concerned because of the ghost and his cause and the people that are flocking to it. And he says, I am concerned. It's because I think it's because he's concerned not just about the fact that there is another side that is rising in power, but he's also concerned about the implications that he has to kill Jin. He's concerned about whether or not his actions here, his choices are right, and if they're logical, if they're reasonable, considering the long-term well-being of Tsushima. And he also kind of mentions what would like the new samurai or the new forces think. So I think there's another question to ask of if he has set his mind to killing Jin here, because that's the order he was given to maintain his position as Jito. What will the new samurai, the new warriors, the new people that come to these lands think if that comes to their attention? If they discover that is what happened?
You taught our people to disobey their leaders. What makes you think your followers will obey you? That's enough riding. Walk with me, Jin. The resting place of 7 generations of Sakai, including your mother. We must pay our respects.
Yes, I am, Navi. Yes, I am. I had to change my horse. I wasn't satisfied with the gray one, so I went back for the white one, and now I'm doing both endings again. That way I can get both armor sets, and then continue on to do the DLC. I don't remember what I wrote last time, but I'm gonna do my best to write something I'll be satisfied with this time. I love eggplants. Can we get an eggplant in chat? Maybe drop your favorite eggplant emoji. Alright, so I'm gonna do the ending I don't want this time, and then follow it up with the ending that I do want. So I guess it doesn't really matter what I do here. If I recall correctly, I was able to take two kind of routes last time I saw this, which was, one of them that I considered was, do I write the, quote, last words of Clan Sakai from a perspective of Jin, and let people, as time goes on, understand him as a person? Or have this kind of, this impression upon the world that he as a person leaves beyond his identity as the ghost? Do I let Jin have a record of who he was and not just this identity of the ghost? Or do I write this from a perspective of Clan Sakai, and do I have Jin focus on the legacy of these two clans to give it like a global historical context, or sorry, not necessarily a global, but a more widespread historical context of the way these two clans split apart towards the end? And if I recall correctly, I could do hands that shaped the world, like Clan Shimura, Clan Sakai, or I could do eyes that saw my pain, from Shimura to Jin. And personally, I think at this point, Jin has already become his own person. He's the only remaining member of Clan Sakai. And there's a lot of history behind him, which he clearly respects and upholds. He's got his armor, he's got like these memories of his father and of his mother, and he reminisces with, I forgot the woman's name, but that caretaker that he had before she passed. So clearly there's a legacy that already exists here, I think it is fair for Jin to create a sense of separation between his identity as a person, as an individual Jinsekai, and as a hero, as a legend with a ghost. I think he is allowed to distinguish himself, and I think that he should. And I think this is potentially his last opportunity to do so. So it might be selfish, but I think to some extent there is right to that. There is justification to it. There is. It's not. I don't think the morals of that are questionable. For someone that is in a situation where they very well may die here, and they might not have left an impression beyond the massacre that they caused, but also the massacre that they stopped. But I'm gonna explore this this perspective of, actually, let me think. What are the outcomes that I have available to me? Spoilers for anybody that's that might be lurking that hasn't played this game before. I've already played this mission specifically. Again, I've mentioned that earlier in the stream. So there are two potential outcomes here. I'm trying to consider which one matches each outcome best. I know which outcome I'm going to take at the end after I explore both of them. So I'm trying to decide what poem do I want to write then. And I'll write the opposite poem now. Okay, I think I know which one I'm going to do. I think forever here might be a bit extreme. I think any of these options are good still. Hands that shaped the world. Destiny divides our souls. A bond broken forever. A fate neither of us want. Hands that shaped the world. A fate neither of us want. It seems kind of like they juxtapose a little bit. So I'm thinking either a bond broken forever, or destiny divides our souls. I think that is the better one for the poem I'm writing now. But this is the one I did not write earlier. And I think that contributes as well to that more widespread historical context of people seeing this is the end of one of the clans at least. Together, like hands that shaped the world, they had great power. They shared power together. And now that bond is broken forever. But there's also hope in saying destiny divides our souls, because it is not as conclusive as the term forever, as I kind of previously kind of hinted at, I guess, or was implying. Forever, I don't really like as much because it's like, it is far too conclusive to say. But a divide can be closed later. Will death redeem us? I fight without hope. This is where we part. Ooh, see, that's good. That's good. Eyes that saw my pain. A fate neither of us want. Destiny divides our souls. Death redeem us. Hands that shaped the world. Destiny divides our souls. This is where we part. Okay, I think I'm cool with that. I think I'm cool with that. Man, he strikes.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit. This is not my revenge. It is my punishment.
Those thrusts keep getting me. Second phase. Not a second phase. Forgot about that. There's one of them. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can fast forward through this. I know as it goes on, there's a way to go through it. So looking back on that haiku, I think I could have seen a situation with that outcome where Jin asks, "Will death redeem us?" because he questions if it's worth committing to this fight. He questions if it's worth it for either of them to die. Will death redeem us? Why must they die? And so, questioning that, maybe he eventually decides to spare Lord Shimura. But with the other outcome, where you can kill him, I think we can see a situation where Jin says, "Eyes that see my pain, destiny divides our souls. Will death redeem us?" And we'll see a situation. It's to skip credits, but it's space actually. Maybe it did say space to begin with. Okay, now I got the orange armor. And I'm pretty sure the way that you should do this is before moving on, before doing anything, you restart from last checkpoint. Let me verify. You've already transported your new crib or the new ghost armor. Immediately abandon the mission. You'll be back to the start of the Tale of Lord Shimura with the unlocked die available already. Abandon the mission. Okay, I don't see an option to abandon the mission. I saw restart from last checkpoint, but I didn't see abandon mission. Oh, you can also save during the choice. Unlike other games, you load after making the choice, the die stays unlocked. It's in the journal. Probably right. Journal. Bam. Yep, R. Abandoned Tale. Good call. Yep, so here I am with the armor. And I'll do a save here just in case, because if I look ahead of me, we have Tale of Lord Shimura, and it rewards both ghost armor dies. Okay, so let's save here. Options, save game, manual save 2. Alright, to continue on with what I was saying though. And I'm gonna see if it forces me to wear blue. I don't remember if I had to wear blue last time, but I think it just takes whatever you have on for the Ronin attire. So I'm gonna throw on black here and see what that looks like when I do the mission this time. Although really, I actually did want to be wearing the blue for the outcome where I where I do kill him. So yeah, never mind. I'll just go back to wearing it. I can always look back on my previous previous streams to see what the outcome ends up being. Ooh, which one do I do though? Do I do Noble Wanderer instead? Nah, I think I like that one. Oh, I also just realized there's 2 separate black dice for this. With Twilight Strider and Stormwalker. Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier was, I think the outcome that I just chose, where you spare him, you could have Jin question, or there could be reason for Jin to question, will death redeem us? That being the closing line to say he's unsure of whether or not it's worth it for either of them to kill each other. The alternative outcome where he kills Lord Chimera, I think you could have something conclusively say, this is where we part. Because that is where they part. It's where in life they separate from one another. They will no longer be able to interact. One of them remains in the land of the living and the other one passes on. But I also see a more distant take of it with this is where we part, applying to the outcome I just chose, because it could be this is where the clans part. Regardless of them being spared, Clan Sakai is over. This is the decree of the Shogun. This is how it is. It cannot continue. This is where the clans part. The hands that built the world, destiny divides our souls, collective our, like the souls of the Shimura and the souls of the Sakai. This is where we collectively, our clans, part. Which is why my mind went that direction, I think. It's the logic that I followed. But the one that I'm going to choose right now is going to be Eyes That Saw My Pain. I could do A Fate Neither of Us Want, Will Death Redeem Us? Or I could do Eyes That Saw My Pain, Destiny Divides Our Souls, which is what I was initially thinking, Will Death Redeem Us? I think I'm going to do A Fate Neither of Us Want, Will Death Redeem Us? Because that seems more personal to Jin's story, and it seems to be kind of open-ended. He's uncertain about what the situation is with Lord Chimera, and like, was there a way that this didn't have to happen? I wanted to see if there was a way to skip these, but I don't see one. Yeah, we gotta watch these. Okay, I'm gonna try to just get through this then. Since I've already kind of decided what I'm gonna do. Oh, it doesn't actually let me gallop here. We just kind of have to trot.
Yes, the Shogun asked me to train his warriors to fight the Mongols. I will spend what years I have left ensuring they fail. A task I hoped we would face together, as father and son. Yes, I suppose I can. Looks like he could use a push.
Also, like, I don't know. It's so hard to put yourself in these shoes, of course, but realistically, I think there is a sense of just reason there. Like, assuming either outcome occurs, either Jin dies here, like the outcomes that Lord Shimura would expect. Jin dies and Lord Shimura lives, or Jin lives and Lord Shimura lives. Either way, he's not going to be okay with the way things went. He's going to feel remorse probably for the rest of his life. And I'm sure he knows that at this point anyway. But he can still remarry. There can still be a sense of happiness that he feels down the line through a new family. He does mention here that's what he'll continue to do. He'll continue to hunt the Mongols with the years he has left. So he knows he's up there in age. He doesn't have that much time ahead of him. But technically he can remarry. Technically he can have heirs of his own. Potentially. So will this guilt, will this burden that he carries from killing Jin or being tasked with killing Jin ever leave him? No. If he lives, it's never going to be a weight that he can cast off of his shoulders. But it doesn't mean that he can't learn to carry it. And obviously Jin doesn't know that at this moment. Jin doesn't know at this very moment that he's going to be hunted, or that Lord Shimura is tasked with killing him. But I think there is something in Lord Shimura's voice that has this sense of like, yes, like, yeah, you don't know what's about to happen, I do, but you're still right. There still can be good to come out of this for me, but I'm not okay with what will come out of this for you.
Do not trouble yourselves, my lords.
Nonsense.
Okay, yeah, no galloping allowed here. You have to trot. I do commend Sucker Punch for making you listen to
The
this.
Shogun is concerned.
People should.
I am concerned.
Just players, like, to enjoy the experience.
When the new clans arrive, will people bow to their samurai? Or betray them in the name of the ghost? You openly defied me, Jin. My most trusted warrior. You taught our people to disobey their leaders. What makes you think your followers will obey you? That's enough riding. Walk with me, Jin.
The only thing that I'm still uncertain about with this outcome is the middle verse of that poem. I think. I might be uncertain about the third verse, but destiny divides our souls, the fate neither of us want. I'm not sure about either of those.
Generations of Sakai, including your mother. You must pay our respects.
It's also interesting, there's nothing to say that if he does start a new family, that he'll find a way to get over this moment. But I think there is something commendable about him, even if that does happen. Like, obviously, he could become a total depraved, terrible man, which hopefully wouldn't happen. But he's a man of a lot of commitment and discipline. And I would like to think that he wouldn't if that were to be the future that he has in store for him. Like, to have a new family. But at least there will always be, not this exact moment, but this status that he holds now, this quality of his character as a high for him. Regardless of what kind of grace he falls from, he clearly is a very graceful, disciplined, respectable person. I don't agree with his decisions. I don't think he has to be so loyal to the Shogun's choices. But I can understand his character flaws. A bond broken forever. Will death redeem us? Okay. Destiny divides our eyes that saw my pain. Destiny divides our souls. Will death redeem us? A fate neither of us want. Death redeem us. I'm gonna do this one. Let's hope I can do this a little bit more gracefully this time. I do think I'm going to leave the webcam off the fight, though. I had it on for the last one. Leave it off for this one.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal. I can't feel the Shogun.
Yeah, see, that's where I disagree. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. I'm getting back up. Nope, I'm dead here. Got my ass.
Turn away from me.
Got my ass. He won this time. Good for him.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal. I can't feel the Shogun.
I'm telling you, those thrusts are killer.
It is my punishment.
covered in blood here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, I was hoping to do the flurry attack. Yeah, so do I. I still really don't want to. Yeah, it is definitely strange. The Shogun, this nebulous person that we'd never meet in game, seems to have such a severe problem with their success, or their means for success in repelling the Mongol invaders, that he's like, no, Jin has to die. This ghost, this guy that we could not have done this without. Well, I guess he doesn't think they couldn't have done it without him. They're confident they had to have him to do it. But yeah. No. No, he has to die. Regardless of the assistance he provided. He did it wrong. Well, okay. I don't know for sure that the Shogun needed... I don't know if he requested that Lord Shimura kill the ghost, specifically, right? Or if he requested that he kill Jin Sakai. Because I recall in Chapter 2, as we're approaching Chapter 3, I believe it comes out that the Shogun is aware that Jin is creating this identity of the ghost. But in Chapter 3, in the mission I did earlier today, as I'm infiltrating Castle Shimura, someone does reference the Shogun's orders. And he says he doesn't want to talk about that right now. His focus has to be, oh wow, that you can. His focus has to be repelling the invaders. You know, maybe I didn't choose the good ending there. Obviously, like, I prefer to spare him, but I thought it'd be better for Jin as a person, or like, as a character to kill him, right? But the Jin that spares Lord Sakai, or not Lord Sakai, the Jin that spares Lord Shimura is kneeling at that table in honor. The Jin that kills him is clearly in a terrible spot. Like, looks like he's like tired and restless and it's rainy and it just... Man. Perhaps he would have been happier going, oh no, we can't see the island even, we just pull back, not our problem anymore. Maybe. From what I understand, they kind of think of this as like the boonies. Yeah, so I don't remember what the deer is, but I know we got some cars for cars, and we have cars from. Oh, I still need to heal up. Gran Turismo. We have Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. We have a motorcycle. I don't know what that's from necessarily. Maybe it's a bicycle. I can't quite tell. We have a Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus. I think one of these... I'm sure I can enter picture mode. Oh, what is this fella? I forgot what this guy is. Shit. The one right by my foot. I don't... I've seen that character before, the glasses, but I don't remember what his name is. Oh, I got the axe from God of War. He's more pissed. This requires more attention and effort from him now. Those people who hate doing their job. Well, spoilers, not for the game necessarily, but for, you know, real life. The Mongols just came back around and won the second time, I'm pretty sure. You know, I should have explored a little more with the previous outcome that I chose. I wonder if this armor would even be present if I didn't kill him. can't believe he feels the desire to keep his wanted poster. What's the third stand for? Which one? The third thing here? So, I know the car is... I'm pretty sure Gran Turismo. The little feller right above my head is Ratchet. The armor stand? Oh, I have no idea. No clue. Maybe this is for something with the DLC. I don't know. Or maybe I have to do all the side quests or something? Oh, he's got the adoption papers. Bro, what? I should have explored this place before I chose the other outcome. Because now I'm questioning, like, would these have been there? Would he have been thinking about the adoption? Would he have been thinking about his uncle like that? Or would he have been... It seems like not killing him, with him being over here, like, meditating, he was in a much better state. I feel like I did my boy dirty, even though I think this is narratively a better ending. He's got his mask up there, okay. Okay, I think I've inspected everything available to me so far. My horse is out there. And there we go. Mission over.
I like your new home. It suits you. I heard about your uncle. I'm sorry. What matters is you're alive. You defeated Khotan Khan and left the Mongols without a leader. The mainland is safe. Then we'd better keep fighting. Just don't forget. Tsushima needs you. Good. We'll cover more ground if we split up. Goodbye, Jin. And take care of yourself.
I do wish... Never mind. Never mind. New Game Plus unlocked. Liberate Tsushima from Mongol presence. So I still have a bit to do. I was gonna say I do wish there was more media regarding what we have going on with this plotline with Jin and Yuna and the rest of Jin's allies. And basically just how his future goes. Like, I compare it to, not in terms of quality or anything, but just, if you use, like, Assassin's Creed as a reference, Ezio had 3 games, and a bunch of, like, other external works that share more of his story and who he is, and then we have something that shows his conclusion, how he passes. So that way there's at least that level of like closure for the audience. A part of me kind of wishes that we had something external to the game, some kind of comic or some novel that explains to us what happens to Jin, what happens to Yuna, what more adventures they get to go on either separately or together. Because with the limitations of the game's narrative, there we have just, it'd be better if we split up, take the Mongols from both sides. Goodbye. Like that's just, it sounds like that is a final goodbye. Goodbye, take care, good luck. But I feel like with the amount they care about each other, they would want to interact beyond that, you know? But a part of me also is like, well, this is the most important part of Jin's life, probably. Not that anyone can say what the most important part of their life is necessarily, like what another person's, the important part of someone else's life is. But just, I don't know how much more they could reveal that wouldn't either diminish the value of this plot and this narrative, or that would ruin it. Like, obviously, this is hundreds of years ago. Eventually, Jin dies, whether that's old age or he gets killed. Somehow, Jin dies. And Yuna too. But I don't know. A part of me is like, I want to know more. The other part of me is like, it's better that I don't know more. And also, if they try to release anything external, there'd probably eventually come this conflict of like, well, what is canon? Did Shimura get spared or did he get killed? And with all the symbolism, I think he probably got killed. Because you were talking about this last time off, how white represents death in Japanese culture. And yeah, the outfit you get for killing him is all white. Like, I feel like it is more closure than the other outcome where he's spared and you never see or interact with him again, and that's all. But I did like that ending a little. Like, for Jin's well-being, I like that ending more. Again, for the interest of the plot line and for the quality of the plot, I like that kill his uncle ending more. I'm gonna let my guy take a rest. Unfortunate that I don't get to meditate any further, though. Man, I gotta say, though, aside from living in a shack that's got holes in the roof and no doors, and having to murder a bunch of people, including his uncle and father figure, that level of tranquility, just being able to relax in a spa, or I guess in this case an onsen, like at the end of a storm, out there in nature, no obligations for the rest of the day, nothing set in stone. That's the life, man. You know, if we ignore all the bad shit that he's doing to get to here, I'm just envious that he gets to relax. I shouldn't be, though. He earned it. Alright, well, there we have it. That's my conclusion of the game. Redid it all just so I can get my white armor and my white horse. He is still a wanted man, yes. That's why he lives in a shack. But overall, pretty solid. I'm looking forward to finishing these side quests and hitting Iki Island. Let me verify really quick that I have both dyes. I do. I saw that for just a moment. Vow of Vengeance. Yeah, I just remember looking at this orange and being like, bro, this is so ugly. Why would I want this? This is such a bad outcome. What a terrible reward for sparing him. And now coming back a little bit later, I'm like, it's really not that bad. I could have been happy with it. Alright though. That's where we're at. I did branch my save, so if I ever want to go back to the other one and explore from there, I got that one. But he's dead in that one too. So, you know, I think at this point with where I'm at now, if I want to go back, it's in New Game Plus. But I've seen both outcomes. It doesn't change the actual real outcome of like the game's narrative ends at some point. I think we continue on from here next time. So, anyhow, anyhow, I'm glad to be back at it. Glad to have stepped back into it for a bit, and I'm looking forward to continuing on with it. But I'm gonna call it there for Ghost of Tsushima. I'll still be hanging out here on Twitch for a little bit, but glad to be back uploading stuff to YouTube for the first time in 7 months. I know it's been a long time, and I kept saying here and there on Twitch that I'd be going back to it, I'd revisit this game, and I'd be working on some other stuff. So I'm glad to at least uphold a part of that now, and hopefully get to the rest of it a little bit later down the line. So I got to start setting my plans in stone and telling myself I'm going to finish this project then, That way I commit to it and get them done. Because if I just say like, well, I can get to it eventually, then I won't finish it. But yeah, lots of games that I want to get to and play. Lots of ideas that I have for stuff to put out. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back to it pretty soon. But thank you everybody for tuning in. If this is the point where you depart, if you were on YouTube, then I want to say I appreciate you. I wish you all the best. Good luck with whatever you got going on. And the point that I'm uploading this is shortly after Christmas, is at least in my time zone. I think in almost every time zone in the world. Should be every time zone at this point. So if you celebrate that, then Merry Christmas. If you celebrate any other holiday, I hope you enjoy your holiday. And again, as I've mentioned in the past, if you did not celebrate, or if there is not a holiday at this time that you do celebrate, then I just hope that you've had a pleasant time in general. Thank you for joining in, everybody. Again, Twitch, I'll be coming back in just a couple seconds here. So, but if this is your jumping off point, I appreciate you. I wish you all the best. Good luck with whatever you got going on, and hopefully I'll catch you all again very soon. All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate you. Have a good one. See you around. Peace. Love you. Bye bye.